Hey guys, I'm Jenny.
And I'm Donovan.
And welcome to our channel. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be somewhere here, right? So, this is our first YouTube video, and I wanted to highlight Donovan and him being a father. I think that it's instrumental that we do a video because we'll reflect on it and look at it, and baby Evelyn will have this in her memory book. And some questions for him that I asked him yesterday, and he was like, I won't answer them until we're doing this in the video. So I'm kind of excited to get this opportunity because a lot of dads don't get to be asked these questions or reflect on these things, and I think it's, you know, that time that you get as a father, not just for Father's Day, but every day. You know?
I appreciate the opportunity.
Do you want me to start with the questions, or do you want to say anything?
No, let's get into it.
Okay, so...
What are you looking at? It's in your head, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but you wrote some questions. I felt like you felt comfortable. When did you know, or when did you feel like a dad? Like, when was that first instance that you felt like a dad?
I guess the very first time had to be when we were in the hospital, and just the moment that the baby was being taken out of you, and or it was before that. It was before that. Before you got sent back, you said, "Follow the baby or go with the baby." You know, you told me that before you went under, and so. That minute that they pulled the baby out, I remember just like, you know, looking, you were here and they had the baby off to the side and just, you know, keeping an eye on her. And she didn't cry in the beginning until they started messing with her. And you got to hear her a little bit. And then I followed the baby out and I got to see her, you know, get weighed and cleaned off, and they had her under this little heating light, and by the time she had finished in that room, it had been a good, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or so, and they rolled her back and we were taking her back to the room, and I was with her, and it just worked out perfectly that when we were rolling down the hallway, you were coming out of the operating room, and we both got into the room at the exact same time. And so that just kind of felt like, you know, I can manage this.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. It's just, I almost cried.
What's your next question?
Well, I guess the other question that we had was, what does being a dad mean to you?
Being a dad is a big word, and it has a lot of meaning to me. I mean, it means that that person is responsible for their family, for the well-being of everybody, for the, you know, care of the household, and for being a dad means being patient and being a teacher and a coach, and, you know, it's a lot of things, and accepting that, you know, you gotta work hard to provide for your family, and nobody else is gonna do it. So.
And we are very thankful that we have you as our, you know, Evelyn's dad and my partner, my life partner, because it just makes it that much more better with you and with us together.
Thank you. I feel the same with you.
And I wanted to ask you, what is that one thing you bought for the baby that you were like, wow, this is, you know, a baby item or something?
That made me feel like I'm buying something for a baby or that was useful to the baby?
Well, I guess both.
Clothes have kind of felt like that, but I feel like I've never had an issue with clothes. It's just find the right number, her size, and there have been a couple trips where I've had to go to, especially when the baby was younger, and we're in COVID and you were staying home a lot of the time, and me having to go look for certain items, at the grocery store, and it's like items that I've never had to get before, like a butt paste or something similar,
Yeah.
And it's just like, that kind of makes it feel like.
Yeah, like I'm a dad. I'm a dad. Let's see. Well, one of my most memorable moments of you being a dad and a caregiver and all that was when I was still recovering from the baby and I was nursing, and you would make food for us, like me, you, and I obviously was feeding baby, so then you would feed me while I was feeding baby, and I feel like that was just such a special moment, and it was really extremely difficult. It was a difficult period because we were in it alone. It's like, you're being dropped off on an island, but somehow we made it work. We made it our own little island, and that was perfect.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That makes fun. Just
And
things that you gotta do.
Yeah, and water. You would fill up my hospital.
Pregnant women
jug.
drink a lot of water.
Yeah, well, I had to drink a lot too after, breastfeeding because of the milk and everything. So that was special. Another question we had is, what advice would you give new dads?
Advice for new dads. I would definitely tell anybody to get your sleep now. You won't get any sleep later. I don't know. I think dads will know. I think we were lucky to have a girl. And for me, I think that just worked better for me. I feel like I have a good bond with her and that I can just understand her just from studying her actions, looking at how she reacts to things, and you kind of learn what they're looking for or what made them upset, or so I think dads, it's important for you to have that special relationship with your child. I know, going back to our last point, typically we have to be working or we have to be out doing things, but I think it's important for us to take as much time as we can to just be in the same room with the baby and play with her or him and enjoy that. That way your child grows up with you, grows up with memories of you and of you not being around.
We have so many things to talk about, and I just feel like, it's been life-changing, really. You can never say that you're the same person after you have a child, after you become a parent. You see the world differently.
Yeah.
You start doing things that are meaningful, and you want to surround yourself with people that are only going to be good for your family unit.
And you kind of naturally grow into being a parent. I think, one day you just stop becoming cool and stop, knowing you start calling people like music artists and stuff somebody just became popular. Somebody Rodriguez or somebody Alexa or something. And I described her the other day as, she's a new music artist. And the person I was talking to said, yeah, I know who she is because I saw her on SNL. It's kind of like that's how you know that you're an adult, is because you're not on top of it. Like, you didn't know who that was or what.
Yeah, and for me, I guess it's with my parents. They're always like checking up on the news and then, did you hear this is happening? I'm like, no, because I'm watching Coco Melon, or I'm watching the baby, or I'm trying to get sleep. Even now with the baby, we're still trying to, with schedule changes and growth spurts and all that. So it's just a constant evolution, and you're always wishing like, oh, I just want an hour of sleep. But if you really think about it, 3 months later, you're like, oh, I miss it. I miss her like crawling, or I miss her rolling, and it's just like, you just miss sometimes when they're smaller, but they're still small. It just time goes by so fast. I don't know how to explain it, and you just get better at it, I guess.
Yeah.
I think. And it gets harder. It doesn't get easier. That's what they don't tell you. Is it just gets harder. Now it's like a moving human that can put anything in its mouth, and you're just supposed to like take care of the baby. So what are some items that families should get their father figure or dad for Father's Day?
Ooh. Father's Day gifts. I think anything homemade, of course, is always going to be appreciated. You know that I'm not the traditional dad, and that I don't want the Dallas Cowboys hat or the tools or whatever else you get dads. But I'll do some nice cologne, maybe a Versace. I think for Valentine's Day or recently you got me the nice watch.
Yeah.
So that's also a good gift. Socks and underwear sounds low,
Basics.
but for me it's helpful to get me through my day, to set me up for success, to have those things. And so I think that's a good gift because it contributes to their work. If there's something that your man needs, some new coveralls or some new boots or something, that's probably a good gift. Something that.
Well, on that note, Evelyn and I did get you something for Father's Day.
Whoa.
So we'll pop it up here in a second. Now,
Oh my God.
you can open them.
Ooh. What is it? It says Rodriguez
Yeah.
and some socks.
Yeah,
Definitely what I needed.
Yeah, so they're just two socks, two pairs of socks.
With some nice designs.
Alright, and then,
And this is a watch box, right?
yeah. So for
So
Valentine's
nice.
Day, was it Valentine's or Christmas? We got you, baby and I got you a watch.
Wow.
Really nice watch, so I figured we could start a little watch collection.
Ooh. Now I'm gonna start a new habit.
Yeah,
Buying watches.
yeah. 'Cause you didn't wear watches before, right?
I did not. There are a lot of things that I have changed since.
Since you met me. I just feel like, and it's funny because when we were friends, obviously, you were always late to our meetings, and I would always joke that you needed a watch because that's why you were late to everything. And it's one of my pet peeves, like I never am late to anything, and I always like to be there on time or earlier, or like wait in the parking lot 15 minutes. But you're always running late, and I always joked that you needed a watch, so I figured.
Well, thank you, honey. I really like it.
Well,
and I'm
thank
gonna put it to
you.
use.
And then the other Father's Day gift, you'll just have to wait until Father's Day, so then y'all won't get to see that, but it's something you really enjoy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I never need a holiday to give you gifts, and I can't wait to give you something in return.
Oh, well, you don't have to do that. I'm just happy to, celebrate you as dad. I know this isn't our first, Mother and or Father's Day, since baby was born in April, but it just felt like we didn't really go anywhere. We were always at home because of the pandemic, and it was like the height of when everything shut off, so we were really isolated. But I feel like now, this is our first Father's Day, even though it's the second Father's Day, but it just feels weird,
Yeah.
Oh, last Father's Day, we got Donovan this shirt.
This from last Father's Day?
Yeah. And that is from, what is it, Grunt Style?
Grunt Style.
Which is a veteran-owned and operated business here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And they do all, cool t-shirts like this. So if you see something like this.
It has a definition
and
here.
It has Dad.
You can see it.
Someone who always believes in you and has the best jokes.
There you go.
And then show them this part.
The little patch.
Yeah, it has this is what they're known for, is their logo and all that. So if you are interested, go check out their website. And this is not sponsored by them or anything. This is what we got him last year. So for this portion of the video, we're gonna go over into Spanish so I can give my dad a Father's Day greeting. So voy a hablar en español porque mis padres hablan español. So nada más le quería decir a mi papá feliz Día de los Padres. Oh, I don't know why I'm gonna cry.
It's okay.
Yo, como Donovan estaba diciendo que no le agarraba nada de herramientas ni nada, pues a mi papá yo le agarraba herramientas, cosas. Pero este año pues le vamos a regalar a mi papá una camiseta que dice Grandpa, porque es Grandpa de Evelyn, obviamente. Pero sí, te quiero decir que te amo mucho, Dad, y pues esperemos hacer una carne asada así poco cerca. Pero con eso pues ahí lo dejamos y vamos a cerrar este video. Pero para las personas que quieren que hagamos más videos en español, nada más comenten abajo y déjenos saber. Y si les gustó este video, por favor suscríbase y para ganar las notificaciones para seguirnos en nuestros videos. Gracias. Alright, now to close out the video, we have special guest, Evelyn Belle Rodriguez!
Woo!
Yay!
Everybody clap for the baby.
How was your nap? Good? Yeah? You want to wave? At the camera?
Happy Father's Day.
Pretend it's a cat.
Have applause.
Please tell our audience to subscribe, like, and share our videos. She agrees.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Follow us for more on our IG.
Instagram? Oh.
For the gram.
So make sure to click that subscribe button and click on that notification bell to get notified every time we post a new video. Bye.
Bye.
Surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
I know. So throughout the year, I've gotten some great video footage of you and baby. So stay tuned.
That's always exciting to see.
Yes. This is us. We're gonna go to the hospital.
We're on our way, baby.
Where are you taking this baby?
We're going to our first doctor's appointment.
Nice. What are you guys doing out here?
Sunbathing.
Sunbathing.
Yeah. Maybe have
Tell Daddy about the rain. Let's roll, baby. How do you feel about hanging around? Wow. Oh, she's ready to go vote. Let's go vote, baby. Okay. Christmas, your first Christmas. We have to tell happy birthday to Tata, Mama. Happy birthday to Tata. Saying Happy New Year. Happy 2021.
Happy New Year.
How do you feel, Mama? Say hi to everyone. And she's already gone to the Big Ben. Look, Mommy, you're beautiful. Hello, beautiful.
Yeah. That's exactly what it needs to do. See that bill over here? Yeah. Look, watch this. We have eggs with your choice of water, milk, or juice. What can I get for you?
You're the one who's gonna eat it, Mama. This is Evelyn's first time in the park. Oh, look at you. Beautiful. Did you come to see your daddy? Well, hello there. What are you doing here?
We're going to celebrate Sine Die, the last day of the legislative session. She's looking at it.
What do you say when you answer the phone?
She says, Evelyn Belle, what's your favorite color?